Hi guys, good night. It's 7 p.m. here, New York. Everything gets darker much sooner this time of the year. Just got back from the gym, and tomorrow I'm going on a flight to Israel. Let's go towards the light so you're gonna see me a bit better. For our Expo, with all of the crazy weather that was here in New York, all of the storms and stuff, I decided to go early. Who knows what's gonna happen? So in any case, what I wanted to tell you guys, I had discussions with two investors that had kind of like analysis paralysis, over analysis, and afraid to jump into the water. You know, some people are gonna see gold in front of their eyes and they are not gonna understand that it's gold. So basically, that investor, one of them that I spoke to, we looked at the numbers and we see that basically the market value, we checked about the market value of brand new houses, 225,000. We are selling it, and basically I'm showing him exactly the same house that was built a year ago, and we see on Zillow, and we know that Zillow is not a prediction, but I'm talking about the premium model, the one that we're selling for 255. So we're seeing it, two of them, one for 306,000, one for 307,000, and you know, so there are a few of them, and also an appraiser of 8 of them that we got overall for them 304,000 each in an appraiser that was just done like 6 months ago, and we know that the last year property prices went up in that area by 25%. So the investor, you know, he keep on arguing, and he's showing me he took all of the listings in the area regardless of the quality, and he's placing them on a list, and then he's doing an average for the price per square foot. So we are selling ours for $194 per livable square foot, $150 per non-livable if you include also the garage, but let's say the livable $194. So I'm looking at the list. All of them are like $210, $220, $230 per square foot. A few of them are, the lowest one is $194. I'm going into that property, and I see that compared to our property, everything there is carpet, plastic, Home Depot cabinets, everything so basic. Just understand that our cabinets are made by a carpenter, all wood. Our flooring is Calacota. The hardware in the bathroom, everything is high-end. You have sliding doors in the bathroom. All of this is money. Just a sliding door is $650. Calacata is like between 15 to 30 times more than a carpet. Carpet can be $1 per square foot. Calacata, just Google it. It starts from $15 up to $30 per square foot. So understanding all of these differences, okay? And there is also an appraisal. The appraisal is 120 something pages, okay, going through very deeply about the neighborhood, about everything. And we got an evaluation of around 2.3 million for 8 of the premium houses. It's like 304,000 per each. So you have an appraiser, by a professional appraiser that did it, and still, you know, like the client is saying, yeah, your price is very good, but I'm not sure that it's gonna be whatever. I'm telling him, listen, you have the data, you seem to be very knowledgeable, all right? You dig and dig and dig and dig, and that investor, he bought only one property, I guess for living in Tel Aviv. You know, by the time that he analyzed one property, I'm doing 20 deals. So, you know, like, you need to analyze, you need to check, but eventually, if you see, all right, equity of $40,000, $50,000 per property, okay, and you keep on digging, and you keep on asking, and you see such a great price, you know, Our problem is that we are limited with the amount of properties that we have, the amount of land that we can buy in the price point that we want. The problem in this area is we are lacking land. The prices go up, and then he's looking at land, and then he's telling me, oh, I see some land for 15,000, 20,000. Yeah, but that land is way further away. There's no electricity, there's no elevation. A lot of the land there is unbuildable. You have turtles nesting. You buy the land, you need to build the day after. A lot of the land there is not buildable. All right, you can buy, and there is a company that sold so many lands to Israelis, and a lot of them is just unbuildable. They bought it for around 10, they sold it for 30 a few years ago, and these lots are just unbuildable. Okay, now maybe these lots worth more, but some of them are in good location, a lot of them are not. Some of them are buildable, a lot of them are not. You might be so far from electric, from water, that it's going to take you years to build. I'm here in Long Island, for example. Our house took years to be connected to gas, and the gas is just by the end of the block, right? The gas can be by the end of the block, and we used oil, and it took forever for the gas, because basically all of the houses next to me need to convert to gas. Otherwise, I will need to pay $50,000 to do all of them. So if the house next door to me have gas, it's just $6,000 for me to connect, okay, to do the connection. Otherwise, I need to do the entire street, okay? So that's the same thing. So this is one investor analyzing. I'm not sure if he want to show me how much he knows or whatever, but by the end of the day, I told him, listen, you see the market value, you see properties that been already made a year ago, they worth on Zillow $306,000, $307,000. Yeah, but you're telling me, yeah, but you know that Zillow is not something that we can use. Yeah, sure, use comparables, use whatever. I'm showing you also an appraisal. But by the end of the day, when you're going to sell it, people are going to use Zillow, because this is what people use, Zillow, Redfin and stuff. So on our presentation, there's Zillow, there's Redfin, there's all of that. He's telling me, oh, we cannot use that. So I told him, 95% of Americans, this is what they base on. They go, they see on Zillow 307, and this is how much you can most likely list it. Okay, you might sell a bit below, a bit above, but a lot of people are still using that. Us as investors, of course, we do comparable. This is why you have also the appraisal. So, going back and forth, and I'm going on a plane tomorrow. I'm too busy, and we have so many investors. And I had another investor. He's from the army, just finished and stuff, and he wanted to get into a partnership. The previous investor, he had like $1 million or something, and he wanted to buy a few of them. But he didn't invest in real estate, he's doing stocks. And I guess that he's too, hesitating and stuff, and just looking for a reason why not to buy, even though that he's seeing that each one of these properties is like 50,000 equity on day one. On the other hand, we have investors that already, they started with 5, they refinanced, did another 5, refinanced, did another 5, they already have 20, right? So some people do, some people, just like to talk. And we have another one, he's like, he was in the army for long, he's like a retired soldier, like a high rank. And he was looking to get into a partnership, and he's telling us, our team, over the call, that the offer seems too good to be true, because he's bringing only 35% and he's getting 50% of the equity. We are bringing all of the rest, we are doing all of the work, and then we're 50-50 when he brought only 35, and he's asking us, please explain to me how it makes sense that I'm bringing so low and I'm getting so much. So he explain to him, like we do the work, we bring the financing, you bring the cash. Eventually we become partners. We're doing an operating agreement. We decide what we do. For example, we are building, and then once we refinance or sell, if we sell, first of all, you're getting your profit, and then we split. If we refinance, you get your invested money, then we split. It's a win-win. If we decide to keep it for rent, so we're going to be partners. So, got very excited, but then, the fear, a lot of investors have the fear, and say, oh, it's too good to be true, and things like that. Yeah, I know that it's very good, and actually I had to think about it if it makes sense for me to do all of the work. But, I guess it's a win-win. Someone have money and he doesn't have the resources, he doesn't have the way to build it well, he doesn't have the way to build it all, he doesn't know how to do all of that. He cannot get an American mortgage. I'm a US citizen. He cannot get a new construction mortgage because he doesn't have experience in building. You need to have at least 5 houses that you completed. So all of this together, so I'm talking with a lot of investors. We have a lot of investors that are moving forward. They're getting kind of like a form with initial understanding to see that they understand the entire deal structure. They need to sign it. It doesn't have any obligation for that, but it's just like an initial document to make sure that we're on the same page. So we have investors that, of course, already moving on, but just telling the stories of the one that probably going to take them a lot of time to do any deal, because they can see the best deal in the world in front of their eyes, but they're still not going to jump into it. In any case, I invite all of you guys. Tomorrow I'm on the plane to Israel. We're going to have the largest investment conference in Israel, Nadlan Expo 2023. I invite everyone to come. And by the way, we're going to have a new promotion. Everyone that is on our premium program, the first 10 are going to get a free ticket. So, be prepared. See you guys.